Okay, hi everyone. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to annotate your book for the summer. The book we're doing this year, 2020, is Booked by Kwame Alexander. He is a UK author and his entire book is written in verse. So this may be a little unusual for you. You may have seen a book like this before. Regardless, we're going to do a demonstration of annotation, which is your first homework assignment. So I'm looking at a sample page here, Why Couldn't Your Dad? And an important thing to remember is that this book is told in the first person, which means that there's going to be a lot of me, mine, I in this. So what we are looking for in this annotation is vocabulary. So you're going to need to have a highlighter, and you're going to need to have a pencil. I recommend using a pencil and not a pen. You can use a friction pen, but it's quite difficult to go back and erase it. But it's up to you. So we're looking at this page, Why Couldn't Your Dad? So we're going to read it. Why couldn't your dad be a musician like Jimmy Leon's dad? Or own an oil company like Kobe's? Better yet, why couldn't he be a cool detective driving a sleek silver convertible sports car like Will Smith in Bad Boys? Instead, your dad's a linguistics professor with chronic verbomania, as evidenced by the fact that he actually wrote a dictionary called Weird and Wonderful Words with, get this, footnotes. Okay, so as a sample, maybe words that I'd like to look up are sleek, maybe chronic, and linguistics. So once I've picked my words, then I'm going to go back in with my pencil and I'm going to use learnersdictionary.com. So this is linked in the Padlet, but just so you have it written out, it's learnersdictionary.com. This company was recently bought by Britannica, so when you type it into the screen, it will say the Britannica dictionary at the top. And I'm going to look up my first word, which is sleek. I'm going to join it, or press enter. So we have 3. So there is straight and smooth in design or shape, smooth and shiny, or stylish and attractive. So in this case, I'm going to say maybe, here we go. Under example, it says the sleek lines of a sports car. So maybe straight or smooth. So I'm going to add in sleek means straight or smooth. And I do want you to write this into your book with a pencil, okay? I'm going to do the second one, linguistics. So linguistics only has 1, so there's no numbers because there's only one definition. It says the study of language and of the way languages work. So study of language. Okay, and then we're doing with chronic verbomania. Now, verbomania, I didn't look that up because it has a footnote. Oh, no, chronic is, well, that's not it. Oh, computer. Oh, there we go. I'm going to use chronic. Or we're going to use this giant word. Okay, so chronic. And then verbomania here has a footnote. So that's at the bottom of the page, which I cut off. But you can see it in your copy. Okay, so chronic here has a medical definition. And I don't think it's that one. So let's look at it. It has 2 happening or existing frequently or most of the time, always or often doing something, and then if informal, British means very bad. Now, since this is a British book, that's relevant. So chronic is a word that has 2 definitions. So I'm going to write both of the ones that I think work. So maybe using frequently. I actually think that he is using this in a medical sense. So using frequently, very bad, is slang means, or informal means slang. So that's like spoken words. So that could work. Or maybe continuing or occurring again and again for a long time is a tricky one, a chronic disease. So maybe I will use my second resource, which is thesaurus.com. And if I put in chronic, it might give me a shorter definition. And I really want like a short, clear definition. So here, chronic is an adjective. It means incessant or never ending. I like never ending, so I'm gonna actually make that one never ending. So if you can't find a clear definition in the dictionary, using a thesaurus might help. So I actually like very bad, and I like never ending. Okay, so then that's an example of annotation. So what I would recommend is that as you are reading, you have a highlighter in your hand, and you highlight the words as you're reading. You only need to use the dictionary if you don't understand a word so much that the words don't make sense. So one, you highlight words as you're reading. Then two, you use the dictionary or thesaurus for keywords, words that you need to have to understand the passage. And then three, maybe at the end of a chapter, go look up all the words. Now remember, your end goal for this is you need to add 5 words to the document. So I'm going to look up the document here, and I actually probably have to look it up in the Padlet because that's where I put it. Now, Padlet, I'm going to log in. Now, part of your sign-in stuff is to send me the email so I can add you to the Padlet. This is a private Padlet, so you will not be able to open it without giving me an email that you can use in the class. So then we're doing MYI pilot, and here's our center. So we have the read and annotate as our first assignment. The second assignment is adding 5 words to the vocabulary list. So I can open that up, or I can move it around. Is that what I did? I want to open it. Okay. And then I can go in, and I've already put in 5 words here. Linguistics, oh gosh. In linguistics, and I've typed in the part of speech. Please pay attention to the directions. If you are grade 7 or above, you need to include the part of speech. If you are grade 5 or 6, you can give it a guess, that would be great, but you don't have to. Then you give a definition, and then you're going to put in your synonym. So you can use a thesaurus to find your synonym. You don't have to use a thesaurus if you can think of an equivalent word or bunch of words. So for this one, linguistics, I used the whole definition, the study of language and the way they work. And then for this one, I just said study of words. That's shorter, that's a synonym. Okay. If you have any questions, you can post them to the Padlet or email me directly. If you do post them to the Padlet, remember to tag me in them. So, for example, oh, can you tag people in it? Maybe not. No, you can't tag anybody in it. So then just send me an email if you have a question then. Okay, that's it for the intro. Good luck reading the book. We will be really doing a deep dive into how we can use verse to tell a story. We're going to be analyzing it. So day 1, we're going to have a discussion about that. Okay, have a good beginning of your summer. See you soon.